What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So we are here in Fenris's mansion. We can pick up some cheeky Codex that weren't here the first time, which actually, funnily enough, leads us directly into a Anders level up right at the start of the episode, so at least we got time to get it done. I think I'll probably go 1-1-1. I think the last time I did 2-1, so that would track. Now, what did I get up to last time? Glyph of Paralysis, I think. So we want Glyph of Binding, because this paralyzes even more people, and it gives a +6 duration, which is fucking crazy. The amount of stun you can get off the Glyph of Paralysis in this game is nuts, so you definitely want that. The other things we got up to last episode, excuse me, we did dip into the Wounded Coast and take care of all the things out there. We do gotta go back to the barracks and turn Aveline's quest in, but while we're in Hightown, I figured we would go over do a quick little chit-chat with Fenris, right? We haven't talked to him since we recruited him, so figured we'd come chit-chat, see how he's doing up here in his brand new house. A little big for one man.
Egregio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
Nothing like a bit of fear with your wine.
That's what Denarius used to say. It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You could have offered me a glass first, you know.
There's more, if you're really interested.
I'd likely just toss it at the wall,
How
too.
else would you redecorate the walls?
Yeah, I do. I am a fan of the humor, Ryan.
I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't.
Sarcastic Hawk, best Hawk.
Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
The humor in this game is, like, dry enough to match the tone, too. It doesn't mess with the dark fantasy aspect, which is something that a lot of people struggle with. But the moments this game is humorous and the tone of said humor, it doesn't really mess with the tone of the game, which is impressive in and of itself.
I've started a life here.
And that's it? You leave it behind so easily?
I lost my brother to the Blight.
And now he no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For
He's
now,
lacking
it's
in
as
some
good as any other
communication
place.
skills, isn't he?
I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
You don't remember anything?
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You will have it. He's a slaver. That means his ass is grass if he ever runs into me.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
He's probably very upset about that, too.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
That is a very wise attitude.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
If you're looking to start a life, you could stay.
I could see myself staying, for the right reasons. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Anso would find me a man so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
It turned out well enough.
It did at that. I will not keep you longer. Another time, perhaps.
I enjoy painting the walls. Maybe I'll go down to the cellar and sneak a bottle out before he continues. Yeah, I think it's rare. Disney struggles with that a lot in like modern times. The tone of all their products. There's so much weird humor going on that sometimes when they write these scenes, like the whole world is ending, and then all of a sudden some dude's like cracking jokes in the back, or surrounded by dead civilians. Knight Commander Meredith. It always really takes me out of whatever I'm watching. Bungie, Destiny had a really big problem with that game too.
You left out criminals and hired muscle.
They don't count.
We dwarves are drawn to shiny objects. Sort of like magpies, but with business sense.
You're kidding.
Of course I am. We come to the surface with the skills our ancestors had, Blondie. You think there's a
Team
tradition
dwarves
of
is
dwarf
just
woodcutters
magpies
around the
is
world?
like
Beekeepers,
hilarious.
sailors.
Your family can rest now. Their killers are gone.
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chanter's board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them.
Down to the
You have
last.
my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
No, don't blame me for that.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
I was about to say, could have just been manipulated.
Surely you have a guess as to who was
You probably
behind
have a lot of enemies
My
given
parents were
a
always
noble ruling family.
prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
You need my help more.
I hope their deaths bring you peace.
I'm happy to continue.
Thank you. More than I can say. I truly did not expect anyone but me to take up this cause. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
Retribution. And that noise tricked me. I thought we got another level up right there, but it's just a quest complete. I do think that's Knight Commander Meredith. Let me see. It's definitely a Templar. Yeah, I think this is Meredith. You know, all the times I've played this game, I never noticed that there's a giant fucking statue of Knight Commander Meredith. I don't know if it's supposed to be her or if they just used her character model, but that is absolutely Meredith. Even has the same breastplate armor piece, just doesn't have the Templar logo on it. Huh. Alright, well anyway, we gotta go send this thing in for Aveline. Barracks are just right here. Slide onto the right. Let's see if she gets rewarded or chewed out for her initiative that she took for that.
But there's nowhere I'd rather be. There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
That went well.
A lot of yelling for doing him a favor.
We killed a band of highwaymen. What does it matter whose patrol it was? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Yeah, he fucked up when he brought us into it.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
Single patrol.
So there was nothing unusual about it at all?
You're supposed to patrol the
It's been
wounded
clear for
coast
weeks.
by yourself.
It didn't get unusual until after we heard about you and Aveline. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donnic for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
Somebody's making bribes.
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
Aveline has a lot of integrity. I respect the hell out of that. Let's go get it.
A messy way to pass information. And Brennan already sent it along.
Another guard is walking into the same trap. I can't let that happen. Brennan said Donnic. A good man. Donnic. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
Let's. Yeah, I'm more than happy to investigate this. Aveline is probably the most honorable, unquestionable character in this entire game. Second only to maybe the Arashok, which we haven't even met yet. But she is very straightforward and, like, upright. You're not going to catch her skimming from the top or doing shady dealings or turning a blind eye to, like, crime. The only blind eye she turns to any kind of thing that's operates a little outside regular law would be Bethany's existence outside the circle, and I guess Anders too, but... Who are you? Guardsman Pretender. Well, I already sacked the hell out of yours base. Surprised you guys are still eager to get the smoke. Got my ranged boys up there. Down here, Barak. You could have stayed up on the steps. You'd have been much safer.
You do get results, don't you?
You know all these shady payoffs and wonky dealings, and then literally right outside his barracks you have these guardsmen pretenders that are just like pure scum. Does kind of make you wonder about the captain, doesn't it? So I think Lowtown was the place we were actually supposed to go. I think I screwed up here by coming this way. So let us slide down here and go to Lowtown. Yeah, the quest I got in Hightown was for the whorehouse, which we're doing next, not right now. So use my misclick. Yeah, Lowtown is where it is. Yeah, I don't think the guard captain is to be trusted. Selling his men out to do it too is quite obscene. Like you send one female guard out on patrol, she's supposed to just get ambushed and killed. Take the big heavy satchel.
Guardsman Donnic is here somewhere.
I'm going, Aveline.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing it.
Closer than they wish we were. Make sure they're all good and dead.
Who? Aveline?
We gotta do something about those sideburns, my boy.
You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman.
Uh-oh.
I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet. The seal of the Viscount. Office details, city accounts. Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
I'd kill him.
Exposing this kind of corruption could make the guards look weak.
Then we look weak. The others deserve better.
Like I said,
This
integrity.
goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Like I said, way too much integrity. She won't turn a blind eye even to make her own gods look good. If we, like she said, if we look weak, we look weak. The gods and the people of the city deserve better than to have this corrupt bullshit going on. Respect the hell out of it. There are a lot of people that would handle that internally and then just not worry about the rest because they don't want to make the organization lose trust. I mean, isn't that the whole thing with the CIA and the FBI where they keep things secret because it would make the bureau look bad? So they can't do that because all the shady shit they've had their fingers in throughout the years. Not Aveline. She is very forthright and I appreciate the hell out of it. So we're gonna go turn this in and then I'm gonna switch the party makeup up. We're not gonna keep Aveline around if we don't have a quest for her. It's not a slight on her, it's just no room for two warriors, really. If I was a rogue, she'd be in my party the whole game, but...
How dare you! I am guard captain! I won't be treated like this!
He used to be.
Ferelden, bitch! This was none of your affair! I'll see you hanged! Quartered! This will not stand!
Ferelden, bitch. You should have stopped where you were.
We found a number of debts to suspect peoples. Such poor character. But you, Aveline Valen, have proven your loyalty and ability.
The guard deserves better than him, Messire.
Indeed. The Viscount would have you put your care for the men into direct practice. You will assume the captain's job.
What?
God Captain
In
Aveline.
due time, of course. There will be training, approvals, months at least. But who better to rebuild respect than the woman who exposed this
It makes sense.
embarrassment?
And she's clearly proven she won't be on the
Resolve any
take.
outstanding business, guardswoman. You will be very busy.
I think she just proved that she's not going to be bribed. Nice office, Aveline.
Point the way, Hawk.
I wonder if political life will suit you.
But there's nowhere I'd rather be. I'm with you.
I gotta get her out here to get that quest done.
Varric, no.
Well, you're the captain. Or you will be. It'll be easy.
What are you convincing her of,
I'm
Varric?
not petitioning the Viscount to help you steal ownership of the Hanged Man.
Steal. Madam, you wound me.
I'm about to.
Yeah, I don't think that dog's gonna hunt Varric.
Big changes are coming, huh? Captain of the Guard. Thank you, Wesley.
That you keep his memory speaks well of him.
He's not with me. I know that. Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not. Either way, he knows no pain. What I keep is that moment. I won't let anyone down like that again.
That doesn't sound especially devout for the wife of a Templar.
Wesley's at the Maker's side, or he's not? What do you mean by that?
Wesley believed, and if he was correct, then that's where he is. But this business of the less the Maker does, the more he's proven, I don't find it compelling.
But you married a Templar.
I married a man, a good one, and he's gone. I have heard the chant. It is lovely. Perhaps that's all it needs to be.
There's something to what she just said. I'm still surprised that Wesley didn't manage to convince her at all.
You clearly miss Wesley, but that's not the issue.
Of course I miss him, but he's not coming back. Pining like a child serves no one. So I remember him, but I let him rest.
You're not so kind to yourself, though.
No.
That's a healthy attitude. No reason to pine like a child, let it rest. That's good. Hopefully she manages to move on from the rest of the shit she's got going on in there, because there was nothing she could have done about Wesley. The Darkspawn ambush like that, it's just shit luck. You can torture yourself with the, if I was faster, if I was 1 inch to the left and all that stuff, but it's not healthy, and at the end of the day, you weren't, so you can't do anything about that.
I don't see how you can take the blame for the Darkspawn horde.
I put him to the sword myself, Hawk.
At his behest.
I know in my head that it was right. So did Wesley. But in my heart, that cut was cruel.
Of course. It would have been more cruel if I was the one to do it. If I took the knife out of your hand and slashed his throat in front of you, I think you would probably have resented me for, well, the rest of forever.
I can't imagine the Captain of the Guard will like wandering in my shadow.
It's not like this job means we're on opposite sides. The good you do, it seems rather appropriate. Besides, I'll be making the patrol schedule, and I don't intend to lead from a desk.
It's good.
I look forward to working with you, Guard Captain Aveline.
Still strange, isn't it?
Not at all.
Captain of the Guard.
Deserved.
Thank you for helping me get here, Hawk. It's where I should be.
Yeah, I wonder how all that would have turned out if she hadn't have lost Wesley, because if Wesley was here, I imagine he would have joined the Templar Order, and then who knows what would have happened after that. Would she still have become God if Wesley was here? Maybe they would have ended up being in the Templars together, or maybe they would have gone back to Lotharin, because he was sworn into the other Chantry, right? So I think if Wesley was alive, then perhaps Aveline wouldn't even be in Kirkwall presently. Which is a trip to think about. Let's go nighttime. Let's go investigate the missing Templars. That's what Enemies Among Us is. We have to go to the whorehouse. There's a lot of the recruits that have gone missing have been visiting the brothel, so that likely means there's a hooker in there peddling information. No sense flowering up with words, right? They're hookers. Maybe we'll run into more guard pretenders to slaughter along the way. One can hope. We ever did fight any in this patch, but I don't think they spawn up here, so real guard.
Market's closed.
I'm not here for the market, friend. And I'm sure you're not standing guard outside the brothel just for the ambient noise.
Do you need something, honey?
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart. Is there something you want?
Oof. I didn't actually mean that either. I was just genuinely asking if she knew stuff.
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
Grease the wheels, why not?
Coins can loosen your lips.
Are you trying to bribe me? You know, not all the girls here are for sale. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen.
We have a lot of missing Templars. If we don't act quickly, we may only find corpses.
Now, no need to get all dramatic on me.
It was Kirkwall. I assumed the shady approach would be the correct one.
Perrin. Here we go. Wilmot came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar?
That's what I hear.
The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
Iduna?
That's quite the stage name.
It sounds better than the tramp from Darktown. You should hear what some of the others are called.
Do you have a tramp from Dark? Well, actually, I imagine there's several tramps from Darktown that work here.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Honey, I could write volumes on the things I know. Unless you want Wilmed's favorite position, I think you have what you need.
Keep that data.
You didn't hear any of this from me. We clear?
Well, there was 3 people in the background that literally watched you give me that information, but my secret's... Oh, your secret is safe with me, I suppose. Yeah.
Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel maiden.
Yeah, let's save up before we head in there.
What are you talking about?
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate. What?
Iduna, right? Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmed a few weeks ago?
Entertaining, indeed.
Or Karen?
Wilmed. Wilmed. That doesn't sound familiar.
Well, that's a bunch of bullshit lies. He was here like every day. So much so that he barely had time to be a Templar, right?
I know he saw you frequently.
With a body like mine, men rarely have time to give me their names. They're too busy doing other things. Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
You wish, bitch.
Hawk, go easy on this lovely creature.
You should listen to your friend.
Are you a desire demon?
We have to ask her about Karen. What's your problem?
Yes, yes. But certainly there's no harm mixing a little business and pleasure.
As charming and relentless as you are, I'm here to investigate.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
There's something ain't right with this bitch.
Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
Bethany, stop her!
Let go of my brother!
I got my own mage, bitch.
How did you... Oh, shit.
Oh, shit is right.
Spare me, Messere.
Yeah? You wish.
What foul magic was that?
Blood magic,
Blood
of course.
and desire in equal measure. An art I learned from... elsewhere.
Blood magic, then.
Yes, Messere. Please don't kill me.
Well, unfortunately for her, she's dead, and the amount of Templars and other people she's killed and mind-controlled and all that stuff, that can't be undone. And I don't want a blood mage running around this city. The level of control they can input on people, she's already clearly evil. She's been doing this for how long? Imagine she gets the Viscount, her fingers in the Viscount, or the Canary, or anybody in a position of power. Like, no. You get to go to the afterlife, and that'll be that.
You're just too dangerous. You have to die.
No. No!
Yes.
Maybe we can find answers somewhere around here. And then a cold shower.
She gets to go to the afterlife, like I said. We'll just search her room. We don't need her to tell us.
It appears our new friends make their home in the Undercity. Shall we pay them a visit?
We shall. And good riddance to this bitch. Yeah, they're too dangerous. She already proved she can't be trusted to not use her magic for good. She's already dipping into blood magic and mind control, getting Templars killed. And that also means she had a hand in demons being planted in Templars, like Wilmed. She's a very powerful blood mage on top of all of that. And on top of not being able to control her urges to rule over things. And also, Anders, remember how you said you've never met a mage or seen a mage that wanted to rule over anybody or anything? Well, she just tried to control all of our brains and have us kill ourselves, so what do you think about that? Crazy how he never seems to have commentary on the relevant opposing views to his. But yeah, she's gonna go, and so is everybody involved in this plot if I get the chance. There's no way you can give mercy to a blood mage, because there's no way you can ever trust a blood mage to not do all of this shit again, so there would never be mercy for that.
Just keep walking, Shimmer.
I appreciate your tone.
We should go carefully. Who knows what this many blood mages may have summoned to defend themselves.
Yeah. That is a valid... Well, now we know, don't we? Barrack. Thank you, Barrack. You're very weak. Take a sip. Windows. Go Barrack. Okay. Managed to get out of that alive, just barely. Even though I got a little sketchy there. Death root, that's good. We need death root. I think that's our second stack of death root too, so we'll be reading that in the Codex episode. Make sure I don't miss any goodies. Now, I seem to remember a lot of traps in this little shithole place. Good job, gang. That bro is riddled with arrows. Turn him into a porcupine. Barrack, so you're gonna go first. Because I feel like I recall traps all over the place in here. But you're gonna be my little stubby scout. Good boy. Look at Amabar, he's going home. Berlin's best friend. If go doesn't work. Yeah, they got out of that encounter alive. Got a lot of damage though. I'm curious, where are we at on sovereigns? We're at 46. Shit, we already almost have the 50 for the expedition, and we're nowhere near the expedition yet. We're rich. Barrack. Go up front. See if there's any traps for me.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Maybe there'd be at least one. The scummy looking barrels. They were just screaming tripwire.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
There will not be a demon in my body.
Can't you people say no?
That's what I'm saying, Anders.
Ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble, any well-meaning meddler.
Still think you never met a mage that wanted this, Anders.
If you turn yourself in now, the Templars may spare your life.
The Templars! We will destroy their entire pathetic order. If a few more Templars fall to the demons, we can seed chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Tell me where Karen is.
The experiments need so much fuel, you see. So many living vessels are found wanting. Useless vessels can still feed the compost heap, so it's not a complete waste.
The demons are using you. Fight them.
In days of old, the Tevinter Imperium spanned the known world. Demons were their allies.
You want the glory days, do you?
Power and knowledge. With a wave of a hand, I could do more than a Templar can achieve in a lifetime. Yet they command us. Absurd. We should be ruling them.
Of course, that's what you think.
Rule you all.
And that is why the circle is necessary. And that is why there will be no quarter given to any of these shits. That is why I'm Team Circle and Team Templar, because that's what it always boils down to. It always comes down to these fucks thinking they are destined for greatness. Bye, bitch. Definitely died already. That's not good. How about all you guys take a heal? Brand is good. Brand's gonna go hard.
Mother, the lights.
Fucking blood mages. I can do more with a wave of my hand than anyone else can do in a single lifetime. And Anders has the audacity to sit there and tell me that he's never met a mage like that sometimes. Karen's kind of beefy.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me. But is it only Karen? It could be Karen +1. A very nasty +1 at that. The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Can you tell anything, Anders?
Any chance you can tell if Karen has an extra passenger?
Well, there's one sure way.
What was that about?
If there was a demon in there, it would have defended itself. Looks like he's clear.
Well, so I'm sorry, Karen. We're gonna have to tell the Templars that this happened because they need to know about the plot. And I honestly don't know if you have a demon in you or not. And you could turn into an abomination 7 days from now and slaughter an entire village. So they need to at least know and then make the decision themselves. I'm not gonna hide this from them.
If there's even the slightest chance you're possessed, the Templars need to know.
No, I'm me, I swear.
I can't rely on that.
Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
When you talk to Sir Cullen, maybe downplay the blood magic angle. We don't need the Templars cracking down even harder.
Downplay the blood magic angle? Do you see what just fucking happened here, Anders? Downplay the blood magic angle. What, you want me to act like this didn't happen? Like, they don't have a potential army of blood mages under the city trying to fuck with the Templar Order. He just wants me to lie about that. I obviously won't be doing that, needless to say. I won't be lying on behalf of him or his mage friends.
Freedom! What a crock.
What a crock. I see, she woke up feeling positive today. Yeah, it's probably in the Gallows, I imagine, yeah. And then this one is Grimoire of the Apprentice. Probably just a fetch quest, the Grimoire one. We'll go turn that in after we speak to Cullen.
Blood mages have infiltrated your ranks. They've been implanting your recruits with demons.
Straight to the fucking point, huh?
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
The Templars have good reason to be vigilant.
We're not all blood mages.
Karen, I'm afraid I must relieve you of your commission. If there is any chance he still harbors a demon in him...
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
He deserves mercy. What happened wasn't his fault.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
Shit. He should keep his status, but they had to know. So he should keep his status, but they need to watch him. Put him in a special position, maybe.
Karen did nothing wrong. You can't strip his livelihood on the off chance Tirane succeeded.
Please, Knight Captain. I'll prove I'm loyal. Ask me anything.
My brother's a good man, sir. He would never succumb to a demon.
Perhaps it is best to keep our enemies close. We can watch him far better here than in the city. So be it.
That's the best way, I think.
Show no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
10 years is chunky.
But
it's better than the Gallows.
Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
And that's Vander's whole spiel about we're not all blood mages. Rivalry because I told him. That's Vander's little speech there about how they're not all blood mages. That's true, they're not all blood mages. But you know what else is true, is they can all become blood mages. Quite easily. One bad day is all it takes. They have one bad day, somebody pisses them off that one extra piece, and all of a sudden, they, flinging demonic fireballs, and there's abominations pouring out the city walls like sewer rats. So, watching them and being vigilant, like I told the Templar he was right to do, there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't call them all blood mages. I simply said that they have good reason to be vigilant. And I stand by that. You won't get me to walk back that statement, ever. Because it's true. If you weren't vigilant, this whole place would be overrun by blood mages in an instant. You would not last long. I think that'll be fine for now. So, how long have we been going here? 44 minutes? We do have that one little fetch quest down here, so I guess I'll go turn in this fetch quest, and then we'll wrap the episode. That seems like the best way to do this. Roll on up. I think it'll probably just be something we picked up while we were in that little blood mage enclave. I think we just click it somewhere and it'll be over. I don't think we're at the point where we get any of the big chunky quests down here, so...
This is yours?
Yeah, I thought so.
Where did you get this?
Alright, everybody. All that being taken care of, that's going to be the perfect spot to wrap, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, appreciate what I do here, please do check out my Patreon, linked in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.